You're raving, you're raving, you're raving with RWR. Fabulous songwriters from Belgium and beyond, the lowlands, the highlands, and far across the pond. On Instagram and Facebook too, you can follow, like, and share. Please hit subscribe and join the tribe from the comfort of your chair. You're raving, you're raving, you're raving with RWR. Good evening. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Raving with RWR. Dahi is my name. You're watching songs from the RWR Room here, my YouTube channel dedicated to singer-songwriters from Belgium and beyond. I hope you're all doing as well as possible in these strange times. It is Saturday, the 23rd of January in the year 2021. In case you're watching from the future, who knows? I hope you're all doing fine and well. If you're watching live, let us know from where, and I will stick the comments up on the screen if they're nice. That's how it goes. If you're watching on YouTube, please consider hitting that subscribe button for me there, and that helps the channel to get out there. It helps the songs and the songwriters to get heard as well. So please do that if you're watching on YouTube. And of course, if you're watching on Facebook, we should be streaming live to Facebook. Let us know if we are. Please consider giving the stream a share as well, if you don't mind. Tonight's stream, as always, brought to us by courtesy of G-Sharp Guitars, the world's finest travel electric guitars from Kansas over there by way of Norway. So thanks to them. Happy New Year, everybody. I say Happy New Year till about the beginning of February, just to be sure, you know what I mean? So I hope you're all doing fine. Who do we have? We have live viewers. We have Chris in Germany. Great. Chris, we have to stop meeting like this. Great to see you. And of course, his sidekick there, and again, is there too. How you doing? Folks, if you want to say hello to us, please do so. Feel free to stick a comment up there on the screen. Always nice to hear from you, wherever you are in the world. So yeah, that being said, we will head over, I'll go into plan, head over to the Netherlands, and let's say hello to Stephanie Struijk.
Hello, good evening.
Stephanie, did I say your name correctly? Struijk, is that correct?
Struijk is perfect.
Struijk, niet slecht, niet slecht.
No, not bad.
Niet slecht, no, not bad for an Irishman.
No, it's great. It's a tough one. Yeah.
It's a tough one, yeah. Some people have trouble with Dahi as well, but okay, it's
Yeah.
not quite as
Name.
It's a special name, yeah.
I like it.
Struijk is too. I'm just saying,
bush.
Stephen. It means bush.
Yeah, if you would spell it a little differently, but it means bush. Yeah.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so every day is a school day, Stephanie.
Yeah.
How are you doing? How was your day, and how is this lockdown treating you? I know you probably had you lots of gigs prior to, say, March, or
Yes, yeah. I just started a tour in January of. It feels like an ages ago, but
yeah, doesn't it?
It's been a year. I just started a theater tour, and yeah, I just remember I had to cancel one gig and then another one, and then I was like, how long will this last? And just like everyone else, I was thinking maybe in the summer we can all. Well, I did do some shows in the summer actually. In
Good.
Holland, there were some rules that you could play for, like, at some point it was for 100 people outside. So that was really so cool.
I remember that.
I did some cool stuff in the summer, but then now it's back to nothing, and I'm really starting to miss it. I really. I was just thinking today about some shows that I've done and how fun it is to just be on the road and meet new people and get that connection. Like doing a show is really, really special. It's really something. Yeah,
absolutely. There's nothing can beat a live show. You can make all the recordings you like, or you can do streams, but there's nothing beats being in the room with people on the same wavelength.
I agree. Yeah.
Wow, it is for sure. Which part of the Netherlands are you living in?
I'm in Arnhem right now. Arnhem is Gelderland is the province. It's close to, a lot of people know Nijmegen. Yeah. It's a nice old city. So yeah, it's really nice. I like it here. It's got lots of green stuff. You know, there's like a park. I mean, I don't mean green stuff as in
The other green stuff.
yeah, green stuff. No, I meant nature. So yeah, I really like that. So I'm happy here.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, yeah. I have a long history in Holland too, and it's a there's some beautiful places and great people, but a lot of long history music in the Netherlands, and yeah,
Ah,
it's
nice.
it's been great too. And you in Belgium actually,
Yeah, I just
you
started
have good
playing in
times.
Belgium a
Yeah,
couple years ago. It's funny. I started singing in Dutch, and then people in Belgium were like, "Yeah, come on and play here,"
yeah.
which was really fun. I got this booker. Yeah, he saw me on a Dutch TV show, and then he's like, "Can I book you some shows?" And that's how we started working. And then I met Eva de Rovere in
Yeah,
Antwerp, and we were singing together, and it was so much fun. So we wrote a song together, and hopefully we will go on tour in March, April. It's very tricky, but
yeah.
it'll
Of
happen at some
course.
point.
What
Yeah.
if it does happen? What's the plan for the tour? Or
So
is it
it's
sort of yeah? It's outlined already the plans. Yeah,
yeah. We've already done some rehearsals. So it's basically going to be 50% my songs, 50% her songs, all mixed together. And we're playing together. You know, she's playing the guitar on my songs and singing on it, and I'm playing the piano on her songs. And we bring
gorgeous,
RWR Swartz. He's a great bass player, but he also plays lap steel and guitar. He can play anything. So we're kind of
brilliant.
hoping to switch, places and have it just
Yeah.
be a fun get together. And she has one really big hit and some songs that a lot of people know, so it's just really fun to also sing on those songs. I'm like, I'm singing on this famous song of hers. It's fun.
Absolutely. She has some
Yeah,
great, yeah, she's well loved in the Netherlands too. And
absolutely. Yeah,
she sure is. Yeah.
yeah, it's beautiful.
She may be watching tonight. So, hey, Eva, if you
Hi,
are
Eva. We
lovely to
miss
be
you.
with you virtually, Eva, virtual
Yes,
hugs. Yeah. If you're watching,
absolutely.
and thank you for bringing Stephanie and I together
Yeah,
virtually as
that's how
well.
we connected.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah,
cool that you suggested, because I know, as you said, you're going to do some shows together as soon as possible,
yeah,
which would be wonderful. So you'll have this trio
yeah.
show as such, will you? Yeah. So you and
Yes.
Eva and this man on the multi instrumentalist
Yes, yeah, he
will,
has a
will,
nice,
will
how do you call it, stand-up bass, right? It's
a bull fiddle, a contrabass, yeah,
contrabass, we
a
call it.
contrabass
Yeah, I
in
never
Dutch.
know how to say it in English.
It's just a
Double
double
bass?
bass. A
Double
double bass is
bass.
what you call it in English. I
Yes.
keep so long living in Belgium now. I keep
You're
calling it the
unlearning English.
contrabass. Yeah. But apart from Holland, then you actually spent quite a bit of time in the good old US of A. Tell us a little bit
Yes.
how that came about, how that happened,
That was an
and where it
adventure.
was. Mm,
It was mainly in California, in Los Angeles. And well, the first time I went there, I went to New York City to play for an A&R manager. A&R manager is a guy who kind of decides
yeah.
who, gets signed to a record label, which was really exciting because it was the big Universal building and I got to play for him. He didn't sign me, he wasn't excited enough, but it was an exciting adventure. So that was my first time in America. And then I ended up recording a record with Mitchell Froome, and he lives in Santa Monica in LA.
Ah,
And that's when something really clicked for me. I really liked the vibe and the people I met there. And I got to record with some great musicians.
what did you say? How long ago this was?
This is 2009, so
Oh,
11
right.
years ago. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
wow. So you met
So,
loads of musicians and worked with Mr. Froome.
yes. Yeah.
He worked with a lot of big names. Who did he work with?
Well, I knew
Uh,
from the Crowded House albums and Sheryl Crow. He
Sheryl
worked with
Crow. That's yeah.
Randy Newman and like lots of The Course. He also, I think,
Oh yes, maybe
produced
that's
most of their.
how I heard his name.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Maybe so. Yeah.
yeah.
So what was that experience like? Was that your first sort of taste of something that large in respect to the music industry, or
Yeah, I mean, the two records I made before that were definitely also in like big studios with really great musicians, but this was like in America, and I
Yeah.
had been a fan of his recordings for a long time. Like I remember my manager at the time said, you know, just make a top 3 of people you want to work with, and he was number 1. So it was like really
Was it really?
exciting to just, you know, take a travel there and with my songs and work on
Yeah.
it. And he's very kind, and it was the right thing at the right time. I really just needed someone to guide me to, you know, a different sound. And yeah, it was just really inspiring. Yeah.
And at that stage, were you just the solo singer songwriter, you know, guitar and piano, doing a circuit around the Netherlands and of course America at
Yes.
that stage?
Yeah.
That's what you were doing.
Mainly the Netherlands, and then, you know, theaters, small clubs, and some festivals. Um, and yeah, I always had the dream of going to America because I just love a lot of records that were made there. You
Yeah.
know, when you look at the booklet and it says recorded in Los Angeles, recorded in Los Angeles, I
Yeah.
have to go there. What's up with Los Angeles? There's just a lot of
Absolutely.
musicians, a lot of studios, and for some reason, I think maybe also the weather. Don't you think that
Maybe.
maybe
Yeah. Because
let's
I
just
know
go to a
Ava
nice
also ended
place?
up in LA as well. Ava the
Yes.
Rover also worked.
Yeah, we talked about it a
Uh,
lot. Yeah.
yeah. There was, of course, that was a big common denominator for both of you. She worked with lots of great people as well
Mm-hmm.
in LA. She was telling me, yeah. So it's also kind of been a bit of a dream for myself too. And of course, were you ever attracted to the Nashville scene as well, or
Nice. Yeah.
was that something that you were attracted to as well, or not really?
I went there,
Hmm.
and I was really young still. This was right after my New York trip, and I remember it was pretty intense because I had never done any co-writes. I was basically just writing by myself. And in Nashville, there's really co-writing is like they see it as work, which obviously I see writing a song also as work, but
Yeah.
it also just sometimes comes and then sometimes it doesn't come, and then you just go for a walk or something. But
Yeah.
they sometimes do 2 writing sessions in one day, so they have one from 11 to 3 and then from, you know, 4 to 6, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
and they're really like, okay, what do you want to write about, what do you want to write about? And I'm
Really.
like,
Yeah.
oh,
I don't
it
know.
was pretty intense, but I
Yeah.
do want to give it another try because I know there's, you know, a very cool scene going on. But I just remember I was just also very young and very how do you say that, I hadn't any experience with
Yeah. Yeah.
co-writing, so I didn't really understand how that worked. And then all of
Yeah.
a sudden I was like, oh,
I know, because it's
opening up
something.
to a stranger, that's weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's not for everybody. I was going to ask you about the co-writing experience, but and I will. Let's play a
I
song.
did learn
Uh,
it.
oh, you did?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah, I
because
enjoy it
I
now.
want to just kind of get into it a little bit more in depth if we can. But I
Cool.
want to play the first song, if that's okay.
Yeah.
It's called "New Man." Just tell us a little bit about the song "New Man."
New
Nice video
Man,
too.
it's New Moon is the translation, and it's basically for me, it's a very comforting song about the fact that, you know, you can always start over, you can always make a new decision. There's always going to be a new day where you can just, you know, reinvent everything. And
Yeah.
it was written on a road trip through America that I made with my friend Daniel Lois. He's a songwriter, and we wrote a song every day. That was our plan. So we were on the road
The
for
song.
14 days through beautiful country, you know,
Yeah.
Montana and
Oh
North
wow.
Dakota. And this one was written in Wyoming, I think. And it was so much fun. Yeah.
And did you get
So,
a song a day written?
yeah, well, I have to be honest. The first day we were in Las Vegas,
Okay.
and it was hard to write there, hard to focus.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We you know, sometimes we would work on 2 ideas to pick up, you know, the pace. But yeah, the
Yeah.
first day was a little rusty, I remember.
All right. Brilliant. Well, we'll give the song a spin. Folks, don't judge these
Cool.
videos too harshly in the sense that they get a bit compressed when we play them back here on YouTube. So I always encourage our listeners to go and find these videos later and play them on their own systems, just so you know, because it gets a little bit squashed. But it's a great song, and happy to play it for you folks. Wonderful song from Stephanie called The New Moon, The New Man. Enjoy. See you in a few minutes. We'll have some more chat with Stephanie.
Wilde niks van alles missen, dan maar overal. Ik was bang me te vergissen, mijn horloge tikte door in elk geval. Nachtenlang kun je wakker liggen, dagen half in slaap. Ergens staat er is een tijd voor alles, en het maakt niet uit hoe de sterren staan. Er komt altijd weer vanzelf een nieuwe maan. In het donker op een barkruk liet ik alles gaan. Ik begon een verloren hoofdstuk, waarin mooi op rijm geheime dingen staan. Nachtenlang kun je wakker liggen, dagen half in slaap. Ergens staat er is een tijd voor alles, en het maakt niet uit hoe de sterren staan. Er komt altijd weer vanzelf een nieuwe maan. Ik ben opnieuw op weg gegaan. Ik heb mijn tas gevuld met vertrouwen en geduld. Ik kan deze wereld aan, een stukje dichterbij, met elke nieuwe maan. Ergens staat er is een tijd voor alles, en het maakt niet uit hoe de sterren staan. Want er komt altijd weer vanzelf, er komt altijd weer vanzelf, er komt altijd weer vanzelf een nieuwe maan.
Heel mooi, Stephanie Struijk.
Dankjewel.
As we Belgians would say, heel mooi. Yeah, a beautiful video clip, beautiful song, and beautiful singer, but we knew that to begin with. So, yeah, gorgeous song. A lot of nice comments coming in about that.
Sweet.
Beautiful. My friend Stephen the Mojo saying how it's geweldig. Yeah, practice text. Absolutely.
So
Thank you, Stephen.
Aww.
Stephen has a song here in the RWR Room. It's coming out tomorrow. Keep an eye out for
fun.
Stephen the Good Mojo. Has a song here. I bring in musicians here to record in the room. Yeah, so he's here tomorrow. Thanks, Stephen, for the nice comment and for dropping in. How is this? How is the lockdown thing going for you, Stephanie? A lot of musicians I spoke to are either sort of bury themselves in work completely, in writing or other things, you know, or they kind of take a step back. What was it for you, and how is it going for you in that respect?
I think it was all three of those things, actually. At first, so my tour stopped, and then I was very sad about that. But I was also like, whew, you know, I had been really, really busy, just doing lots of shows every weekend, playing shows. And I remember, I think, it was March, April, that I was just chilling here at home. The weather was really beautiful here. So, I was just reading books every day, starting to drink a little glass of wine around 4. I was
Yeah.
just enjoying the time off. And then I was planning on recording my record anyway, this last summer. So, yeah, we just had more time to work on it. And I wrote more songs because I had more time. So I wrote 3 more songs that came on the record, which was kind of
Well,
nice, actually.
yeah, it was
Yeah. And then,
absolutely. Um, do you dip into the world of home recording and stuff like that, or do you depend on other people to do that for you, or how do you get your demos together?
demos I do here at home. I
Yeah,
have a simple, how do you call it?
like a
It's a,
multi-track.
yeah, well, it's a, do you know Apogee, the brand?
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah, they
So
have
an
like this
Apogee recorder.
duet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really simple, and I think it
great.
sounds really nice for a demo. Although I've also recorded stuff for records here, just backing vocals or
Yeah,
guitars or stuff like that, acoustic guitars. So, and then I try to do a little drum pattern thing just to get my producer to understand a little bit of how I think it could work out. But
the groove and the feel. Yeah,
yeah, and then sometimes we work on a certain beat, so that's fun to hear a real drummer play it and then play it really well. But I also love just kind of giving somebody a bunch of songs and then say, "What do you hear?" And
yeah,
my producer, Bernard Gepken, he's from the Netherlands, and he came up with some really cool ideas, and I just kind of went with what he had in mind, and we recorded with a band that I'm really familiar with because I play with them a lot of the time. So
uh-huh.
yeah, we had 3 days in the studio, I think 4 eventually, and we did like 2 or 3 songs a day. So just like boom, 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 just going for it.
Eh, Yeah, and are you good? Are you good as a excuse me? Are you good as a band leader, as somebody who sort of drives a project along? Would you be very sort of strict and harsh and hard on yourself and on the band? I mean, are you somebody who kind of easily gives the work to somebody else to put the paint on, or do you really like to kind of get into it yourself and go, no, I don't like it. Yes, I like it. That,
Yeah,
you
for
know what I
some things I have
mean?
a very specific idea. I remember one song I was very adamant about. No, the band
Yeah.
shouldn't come in until after the first chorus. I really don't want it any other way. And then
Uh-huh.
for a lot of the songs, I was like, yeah, just let's see what happens. I remember one song that I really wasn't sure about what was happening. I wasn't sure if I was feeling it. And that's always interesting when you're singing and you really want to be happy, obviously, to what you're singing to, but also sometimes you have to know that it's a work in progress. So
That's right.
you have to trust your producer. And he's like, nope, I think this is going to be great. I think this is going to be great. And in the end, we added strings and we added some guitars, and it really sounds really nice. So I'm happy. I remember that was one moment when I was like, okay, I have to let this go. And just
Yeah, let it go.
so, but I had to learn that. Yeah,
You have to
definitely.
learn to let things go. Yeah.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
in
But I
music
think
or in life in general.
in life in general, I think
Mm,
it's, you just want to control that would be great, if you could control
yeah,
everything,
of course.
but it's not fun. It's no fun at all. So I think in making music, for me, the goal is just to work with people that I trust, and then I can kind of just lean back and enjoy it.
Yeah, you were talking before we had a song there about the co-writing stuff. Do you find that a very different discipline, like than it can be a very solitary thing to write songs and, as you said,
Mhm.
pour out your own emotion, but sharing those feelings and emotions with somebody else who's a veritable stranger,
Yeah.
or not, as the case may be. But how do you find are the pros and cons to it? Do you think the co-writing and solo writing?
Well, I started out as a solo writer, and for me, I started when I was 14, and it was just really, I was very shy, I was very quiet, so writing songs was just to finally express what I felt. Like I could express myself to my family and my close friends, but outside that, I was just like kind of like that. And so that was my world that I could create, just these songs and these
Yeah, yeah,
stories. And I loved just thinking up stories because I hadn't really had any, major life experience to write about. So
yeah.
it was just all stories. And then I recorded those songs. I ended up recording them. And then it wasn't until my third record I started writing with other people. And so the Nashville experience was the first experience,
Yeah.
which was intense. It
That's
was like,
intense because, as you said, it's co-writing central, isn't it?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I just remember on that trip, I just got sick. I just got a cold and I felt
A bit run down. Oh, wow.
yeah, it was too intense. And then in Los Angeles, I started writing with some people, and I think it's just a matter of getting used to it and also letting go just your expectations, and also not be afraid to share your idea with a stranger, because it might turn out great, and if it doesn't, you know that, and then
Yeah, it takes
you,
a lot of trust and faith, I guess,
yeah,
in,
yeah.
some of the best co-writers I've worked with are ones also do. I find that don't agree with everything you put forward as well. If somebody who says no, let's try something else, can be the best co-writers in my experience. But I don't know if you
Yeah,
felt
that's
that.
what you want, right? You want to be surprised by another idea, and
That's what you want.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
How long are you back from America?
The last trip I did was 3 years ago, and
Mm.
then, but that was just a short trip, and then the last time I was there for like a long time it's 5 years ago. Yeah,
Okay.
it's been a while.
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
and I
Yeah,
really
there's
wanted to go this year, but
uh,
something came up.
something came up. Exactly. There's we lined up a song in Engels in
Nice.
English called "Light Up," a beautiful song. I think it's from Omroep Brabant radio
Yeah, I thought
show.
a live version would be nice. Maybe it's
Absolutely,
old.
lovely to hear
It's
you
10
live
years
too.
old.
Is it 10 years old?
Yes, I
Wow,
think so.
you
Yeah.
haven't aged a day, Steph.
Ah, thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. Stephen told me to say that. So tell us a bit about the song. It's gorgeous. I'll load it up here while you're telling
Thank
us.
you. It's kind of a gospel song, I think. It's just, when you're feeling down, you just have to dream and hope for things to get better. And this is one that I recorded with Mitchell Froome. I really like the recording on the record. So if you guys like the song, please check out that record. It has horns on it. Yeah, it has horns on it as well.
Oh,
And Matt Chamberlain plays the drums. He's a very great drummer.
fabulous.
Yeah, so
People can get links to your music from your website, I assume.
yes,
Definitely. Yeah.
absolutely.
So folks,
Yeah.
there it is. Check it out there.
But
Everything
would
is going to
good
be linked.
say. Yeah, so this record, my records in English, I released under Stevie Ann, which was my artist name. And
yes.
my records in Dutch are under my own name. So that's a little
that's a little caveat there I
confusing.
didn't know about. No, but it's okay. It's those
so
little
just
things
let
are
people know.
lovely to know. So Stevie
Yeah.
Ann was your English
My English
nom de
version.
plume. Okay, brilliant. Well, this really is Stephanie, folks, even though her name here is Stevie Ann, but that's, as you heard, a whole different story. It's a gorgeous song.
Same person.
Same person. Exactly. The voice hasn't changed. Here is Light Up, folks. Enjoy this great song. I see you in a few more minutes. We'll have some more chat with Stevie.
Yes.
That's Stevie. Stephanie. Thanks, Stephanie.
Thanks.
For a while I've been driving the nighttime into day. Until now I've been holding on. There's always somewhere I can stay. And I know I can dream of blue skies, better days. But it's gonna help me if I know you're on your way. And I've tried to make something out of what I've seen, but I need you to light up the darkness for me. Oh, please won't won't you light up, light up, light up the darkness for me? I will always believe in our love, 'cause it's strong. Yeah. And I don't need a new kind of love whenever I can't carry on. And in my heart I know I have to run and make it right, but it brings back those memories I don't think I can fight. So for now, please let me be. I'm simply in misery. Oh, won't you light up, light up, light up the darkness for me? Oh, please won't you light up, light up, light up the darkness for me? And the place that I'm going to may be closer than I think, and all the thoughts that I buried so deep, they'll be scattered all over the floor, and nothing will be like before. Oh, won't you light up the darkness? Please won't you light up? Oh, 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 oh. Ooh, 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 oh, oh. Maybe someday I'll light up, light up, light up the darkness for you.
Yeah, ongelooflijk. Wow. Whoever that Stevie Ann girl is, she's great. I don't know who that Stevie Ann girl. What's she doing on my show? I don't know. But if you see her, if you ever see her, Stephanie, tell her she's ongelooflijk. Let her know.
Yeah.
That was amazing. There was a touch of Eva Cassidy about that. Your voice, yeah, I know that's a.
Ooh, thank you very
That's
much.
not an empty compliment, but that's what it reminded me of right there.
That's so cool. Thank you.
Beautiful, singing and playing, and I have to talk about. It may be a good time to talk about guitars.
I was just thinking about it.
Yeah, you were looking at my
idea.
guitars, and I'm looking at yours, and going, yeah, you have show me that baby there.
Here it is. This is the one that I was playing in the video. So yeah.
Tell me a little bit about
Stevie
this.
Ann's guitar.
This beautiful baby here.
It's a 19. Let's see if you can see it. A 1965 Gibson.
Oh.
J45. And actually, I wanted a guitar like this because Mitchell Froome had one in his studio. And I was like, wow, that's a nice one. Do you sell it? And he's like, no.
No way.
No, not at all. But then he said, there's lots of great guitar shops in LA. Why don't you drive to some of the shops and see if you can find one? And he gave me the specifics, like, this year's good. And then you don't want the adjustable bridge. This one had one, but they changed it. And so I drove to some of those, I think, Norm's acoustic guitars or Norm's guitars is one.
Yeah.
It's a famous one. And
a very famous one, indeed, yeah.
Saw a lot of pretty guitars, but not one like this. And then I came home and I looked on eBay for a while. And then I found this one.
Wow.
And this guy, he said, I thought he was joking or he was fooling but he said, I just bought a new guitar and my wife only lets me have one guitar. So this one has to go.
That does sound like a joke.
It does sound like a joke, right?
It does sound like a joke.
Is this I don't know. But I bought it without playing it because it came all the way from Chicago. So,
oh, wow. You bought it blind without being able to touch it. Whoa, brave.
So that was exciting. But it's still my favorite guitar. Yeah, I bought it 10 years ago. It's great. It's old but good.
Even on the interwebs, it sounds lovely.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
it sings. It's what a beauty. And you said it was 65, right?
Yeah.
From 1965.
Yeah.
Wow, and how lucky you got, so lucky buying a guitar, without playing it, just
I
shipped to your
know.
door, and then it ends up being so
I
beautiful.
remember just the first chord I played, and I'm like, yep, I did the right thing.
I'm
Yeah.
home.
Yes, that's exactly. But thanks to Mitchell, because he was like, that's a good year, or between 60,
Yeah, he was able to
61 and
know.
68.
Wow, a real
Yeah,
connoisseur.
yeah,
Amazing,
yeah.
amazing.
That's pretty cool.
What other kind of acoustics do you have in your collection that are kind of worth mentioning? Or
I have another. It's not here right now, but I have another J45 that's from 1952, which is really nice as well.
wow, yeah, beautiful.
So
They knew.
oops, let's
Careful
see.
now. They knew how to make them then. All right. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
And then there's just a Spanish guitar that I really love. It's a guitar that I
Beauty.
got from my aunt, and she's like, "You can have it. You can play it." And it's an open tuning now, and it's just so nice to play it late at night, so it's not too hard,
Yeah.
too loud for the neighbors. I
What
always love this song.
what open tunings do you gravitate towards?
Open D, open G. Those are the main ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
That D-A-D.
Stadgads. Yeah.
Done that. Drop D. Yeah, and I had some really freaky ones in the past, but I forgot
Yeah.
about
Joni
them.
Mitchell types. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, where you just like don't remember how to play it.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Beautiful. I
Yeah.
know. You were talking about how my favorite guitar shop in the Netherlands, and yours too, I think, the Fellowship of Acoustics. We were talking
Yes.
about that the other day.
Yeah.
They've been good to you as well. Two of my guitars
Absolutely.
are from there. Yeah, Rudy and the gang. You may
Nice.
be
Yeah, I
watching.
bought a
Maybe you're watching,
guitar.
Rudy.
Yeah. Hello, Rudy and
High
everybody.
Fellowship. Yeah, folks, if you
Yes.
haven't, please check out TFOA, the Fellowship of Acoustics. Even the name of the shop is amazing.
It's great. Yeah.
It's one of the best music stores, guitar stores in the Netherlands, and
Absolutely.
bit of a drive for us down here, but my Martin and my Taylor are from Rudy Fellowship as
great.
well. So yeah,
Nice.
wonderful shop. If you ever get a chance to go up,
Did you go to the new building, or the huge building where they have all the different rooms?
Yes, I was in the most
Yes.
recent one. I was with it. Yeah,
Nice.
so the Martin
It's
room,
very
and then you have
impressive.
the Gibson room, and
The
a
vintage
room for
room.
the
Yeah.
vintage room.
Yeah.
Stunning place up there. What a great.
Yeah, it's really nice, and they also have a music school, and they have a theater, and they do a festival every year. So they're
It's
really supporting the artists. It's
a
really cool.
one-stop shop. Yeah, you go up there, at noon, and you can't leave till they have to kick you out. So it's, look, we're closing.
Yes.
Get out.
Because they're
And
like,
I-
you want some more coffee? And
Yeah,
it's a good
what I-
hang.
It's a brilliant hang. What I love about Rudy and the gang as well is that you can go up, and I can as a stranger can walk in off the street and go, show me, I want to play a vintage guitar worth 50 grand, and they'll sit you on the couch and they'll go, there you go. See you in a while. I'll be back in a while. There's none of this looking over. Be careful now. Watch it now. Careful, don't touch. Watch it.
That's
not
very
looking over you.
rare.
It's very rare, and that's one of
Usually
the.
in shops, it's behind glass, and it's like,
Yeah,
well, you really
don't
have to be a
touch it.
serious buyer if you want to play this one. Yeah.
And you can
cool.
they'll give you 5-6 guitars in the room of different price
Yeah.
range, and they go, sit down there now and have a coffee. And
Yep.
then if you don't want to
make a
buy
few
one today,
money.
play 5, go home, come back next week, or come back in a year's time, and if the guitar's still here, play it again. And there's never any worries, and I love that about the Fellowship of Acoustics.
Me
So
too.
fair play to them up there. Are you far away from the store? I suppose you are. Good hour, you were saying.
Good hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it's worth it.
It's well worth it. It's I think 4 hours for me, but it's still worth
Oh,
it.
that's fantastic. Yeah.
Still worth it, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you also play a bit of piano, is that right?
Yes, true. Yeah, that's how I started actually. I
What's the
started
piano
playing
first?
piano.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, my mother always played the piano. She still does. She's also a songwriter. She's writes music, and she plays Bach and Mozart and
Oh wow.
everything. So I really learned through her. Yeah. So I started when I was 6 years old. I started piano lessons.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. And on what age did guitar happen?
14. Yeah.
14.
13 or 14. Yeah.
And you were already sort of dipping into songwriting at that stage, were you?
I just started figuring out, like, songs from the radio, how to play them. And then I was like, oh, if I change the chords and find a new melody, then I have my own song. I like that too. And then
Yeah.
I was, I think, a little self-aware, playing in the living room and writing in the living room where everybody else was, like my brothers and my mom and dad. So the guitar I could bring to my room and just get into my own little space and start writing songs. Yeah. That
And
was
did you have
exciting.
brothers and sisters to get in the way or
I
help
have
you
two
along?
older brothers.
Have
Yeah.
you? Also
But
musicians?
oh, and, well, they both play piano, but they
Yeah.
both didn't go through with it. But they both love music. Yeah. And one of my brothers also works in the music industry now. So he's sometimes helping me with stuff, which is really nice. And
Brilliant.
yeah.
Lovely. It's great that it comes from the grassroots, it's lovely to have it in the
Yeah.
family, isn't it?
Absolutely. And my father, he doesn't play instruments, but he was always a very big Crosby, Stills, Nash fan. He had all these records. My mom had a lot of Bob Dylan records and
Yeah.
Santana and all Carole King. So they really,
You were
brought us
exposed
up.
to lots of great stuff.
I'm really happy about
you
that.
really were.
Yeah.
I think it stands to us when we're exposed to such a high caliber of music, whether it's
Yeah,
hard
it's pretty
rock
lucky.
or classical, whatever it is. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a lucky thing. Absolutely is. Shall we sing? We'll play another song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Waarom niet? I'm learning my Dutch as I go along here. Alsof je hier nog bent.
Alsof je hier nog bent.
Yeah, that's me. That's my bad Dutch. As
Oh,
long
sounds
as
great.
as if you're
Like
still
you
here,
are
isn't it?
still here.
Like you're still here. Yeah. Give us a little bit of a background about this, and it's a gorgeous video too, as well.
Thanks. Yeah, this is one
Yeah.
of the newer songs, which is on the new record that's coming out next month.
Great.
And I wrote this one with a friend, and it's really just about, it's a classic heartbreak song where you just have to move forward and, get on with life, but you're
Yeah.
still so holding on to a person. But it's also, like, you don't have to say goodbye. You can still carry that person with you, and that's okay. You don't have to,
You just gotta let go, like
Yeah.
we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. It's our
As
theme.
best as we can.
Yeah.
Just gotta let it go sometimes. Yeah, we'll give it a play, and we'll come back and we'll chat some more in a few minutes. Is that cool?
Cool.
Let's see if I can pronounce it again.
Love it.
Alsof je hier nog bent.
Sounds great.
Niet
Yeah,
slecht.
that's it.
Niet
That's
slecht.
niet slecht.
There you go. Here's
Love it.
Stephanie Struijk, folks. Another great song of hers
Mhm.
from the forthcoming album. Beautiful song, great video too.
Denk nog steeds aan hoe het was. Lieve woorden, wijn, het gras. Alles draait nog steeds om jou. Mijn hart verandert niet zo gauw. 'S Avonds laat, alleen in huis. Dwaal ik af, zoek naar rust. Want alles draait nog steeds om jou. Hoe het begon en blijven zou. Ik moet alleen gaan, zonder jou nu. Maar voel nog zoveel en zo echt, alsof je hier nog bent. Hou me flink en duw het weg. Weet precies wat ik niet zeg. Want alles draait nog steeds om jou. Ik kan niet sturen van wie ik hou. Ik moet alleen gaan, zonder jou nu. Maar voel nog zoveel en zo echt, alsof je hier nog bent. Ik moet alleen gaan, zonder jou nu. Maar voel nog zoveel en zo echt. Het voelt zo echt, alsof je hier nog bent. Alsof je hier nog bent.
Another beauty. Yeah, wow.
Yay. And I have to
You
say
have-
that the
Yeah, please.
dancer is Inbal Abir. She's dancing. I thought I should just mention her name. I really
Beautiful
like what
dancer,
she did.
beautiful video.
Thanks.
Absolutely stunning. You have the production of, well, the songs we heard tonight are so big and warm and amazing. Would you say your last records have that sort of production value to them, or
A
I
little
assume they all-
more than just guitar and vocal. you
yeah,
know? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think this
Mhm.
song, this build, it's kind of layered, and we did that with a couple of songs on the record. New record, it almost feels like a little bit of a mixtape to me. Like some of the songs are very like layered with synthesizers and guitars and drums and everything. And
Yeah.
then there's also a song with just guitar and another guitar.
that's
and some
nice though
harmonies,
to
so-
mix it.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so but it's definitely got a nice layer of production over it. Yeah.
Chris from Germany says it reminded him a little bit of Tina Dico.
Ooh.
There's another good
I
compliment
met
for
her
you there.
once.
Did
I
you?
met her once. Yeah, in LA. Yeah. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Appreciate
That's
that.
really cool.
Yeah.
She's
Speaking
great.
of LA and meeting big stars and all that, you must have met a fair few in your career, in your lifetime. And
Yes.
were you ever completely starstruck by someone you did meet on the road,
Yes.
or they
Okay.
with you maybe?
No.
No.
So I mentioned Mitchell Froome,
Yeah.
the producer, and then his wife is Vonda Shepard. She's a great singer.
Oh, wow.
She was a singer on Ally McBeal, the blonde hair, and
Yes.
So like a year or a couple of years after I recorded that record, I came over to LA, and I was having dinner. I was gonna have dinner at their house, and she's like, "Yeah, but just so you know, I can't really mention it, but there's kind of a big star at our house because Mitchell's starting recording with this band, and just don't be, don't freak out,
Yeah,
She just
don't
kind
get-
of gave me a heads up.
Mhm.
So Mitchell Froome was working with Fleetwood Mac. So Lindsey Buckingham was standing in the kitchen.
Oh, and you
I
went,
met him.
and you met him.
I barely said anything. I was just like, but he was really
Yeah.
really nice, and he's quiet. He's not a very outgoing person,
Right.
I think, but
Yeah.
it was just really fun to meet
That
him.
was that's amazing. Yeah. Well, are you? Would you say you're an independent artist? Are you signed, or how's it working for you within the business and the things, management, booking agent, record label, all that stuff, or parts of that, or
I've
none of that?
I've been signed to labels. Like my first record deal was with a big label, and then after that, I signed with Universal Holland, and after that, I released a record on another record label. But
Yeah.
this new record, I'm doing all by myself. So I have a company that I work with that
Yeah.
help me with promotion and stuff like that. But it's my own. I'm doing it kind of for the first time like this.
Wow,
It's kind of
congratulations.
exciting.
It's a big jump
Yes.
from a big label like Universal to
Yeah.
being independent. But of course, you've built up a big name for yourself in the Netherlands, of course, which will help
Yeah, I have my
to a certain extent.
people that I can connect with on social media and at my
Yeah,
shows. But it's definitely I really see now how much I knew it was a lot of work, but the fact that I don't have any shows now is actually helping me put that time into working on my record because there's so much that comes along with it.
yeah,
The
absolutely.
artwork, the
There is
promo, the
everything.
everything.
Yeah,
I'm sending them out, like I'm signing them here and putting them in the mail, and it's really
yeah.
fun. But it's it's a job. Yeah.
It's a full-time job. It is. You have to be, not for the
Yeah.
faint-hearted, as they say.
True that.
I said, yeah, it is. As we say, as I say to my guitar students as well, sometimes, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
It's so
Isn't that it?
true.
So true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fun thing was like now I've done the whole thing and I'm like, would I do it again? Oh yes. Yeah. I would
Yeah.
totally.
Well,
It's
it's
so
good that
much
you still
fun.
have that. Yeah. Good that you
So
still have the
exciting.
boosting, the passion is still there for it.
Yeah.
Because for a lot of musicians, after several years, 20, 30 years of road work, it can
Of course, it
wear
happens.
on you. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It
And
can.
especially if you're going through, which I have too, sometimes it goes well. And then sometimes you're like, oh, it's so hard. And, it's like, you also have to live and it has to be at a certain level, it has to be comfortable and you have to enjoy it. Otherwise,
Finding the balance, of course. Yeah. Have you embraced any of this streaming thing? Live streaming
Yeah.
at home.
I did one at home, a Christmas show, which was so much fun.
Yeah.
I never had a Christmas tree, and then I was planning on doing a Christmas show. I'm like, now I have to get a Christmas tree, so I went crazy with the decoration.
Did you?
And
Yeah.
I had 2 musicians, and then camera guy, sound guy, and we just had so much fun. Like people really loved it. It was really fun. Yeah.
Will you do another soon or
we're planning
any
it.
plans? Yeah.
We had something lined up, but unfortunately in Holland we are now on a night clock, so we can't be outside after 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah, you're on the curfew now. Yeah, wow.
That's really intense.
Will that go out on your Facebook page if it happens?
The live stream, yeah. So now we're thinking maybe doing something during the day if the night thing is still not able, so maybe we could do like a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
might be nice.
I think so.
Yeah.
I hope something will happen, for your album launches, especially because it's such a shame to put all that work into.
Yeah, we had it all
something
lined up.
and all lined up, and
shot the promo video.
Did you? and the date is plastered across it, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Flyers were printed. No.
Flyers, yeah, of course. As we were saying earlier on, this is why we musicians are resilient and are
you have to be.
You need thick skin to be thrown when all this stuff is thrown at you, to be able to bounce it back off. Man,
something. And we can do some video promo, which will be fun to do, and hopefully start touring. March, April. That would be nice, but we don't know.
We don't know. Nobody knows. It's all kind of in limbo, isn't it? And we're just kind of hoping for the best. That at least if we can play to 10 people here or 20 people there, and maybe stream it at the same time, just try to build it up as we go along, and hopefully we'll get people back, because we need people in our lives. It's we are.
It's getting
a social animal,
long, right? Yeah.
And we're social creatures. We need that interaction with people.
Yeah.
How long is it since we shook hands with someone, or
it's crazy,
or had a hug? The stuff that we just have had all of our lives, and suddenly you say, no, you can't do it. It's very strange. It's forbidden to do that. It's so strange. Really is. We're going to have one more song before I'm going to let you go, because it's almost an hour, and
Flying
it's like
by.
time
Yeah.
flies on these things.
It was really nice.
Let me see. It was absolutely very nice, and I
Yeah.
want to thank you very, very much for taking the time out tonight
Absolutely. Thank you
to
for
do it.
inviting.
Really great, and again,
Yeah.
kudos and thanks to Eva de Rovere for sending you my way. It's very kind of her, and that you put in the word and you went, okay, well, if Eva can do it, I'll do it. Good enough for the Rovere, good enough for me. That's what she said.
That's exactly what I
And hopefully I get to see both of you live in concert
That would be
as
fun,
soon as
please.
possible.
Yes.
Yeah, or I'll come up and crash one of your rehearsals.
Yeah.
I'll hop in the car with Eva and come up, and we'll hang out. I'll wear my mask and stand back. But tell us about this last song, please. I'll see if I can pronounce it first, just for the fun, to make people laugh.
Yeah.
Als de liefde maar beleefd winnen. Was that close?
Beautiful. That's
wow.
as close
See,
as you can get.
Wow.
Yep.
Meaning as long as love stays, or something like that.
Yeah, as long as love keeps on winning. So that's kind of the message. This song was written by my friend Daniel Logus, who I write a lot of songs with. He's the guy I did the road trip with, and it's a song he wrote a while ago, and he also sings it himself, and a lot of people have covered it. It's just a beautiful, timeless song about, as long as love keeps conquering, then
a great message. Absolutely. Love conquers all, as they say. But tell us about the moment you stood up there, singing this gentle song with, I don't know, 50 people backing you up on stage. This is a massive gig and a symphony orchestra behind you. It's a stunning performance. How did you feel about doing this?
It was a big honor. Like, it's playing with strings for me is always like such a beautiful spiritual feeling, like it's really coming together.
Oh, it's stunning. Where was the gig, or what was the gig? It's 2017,
I think. Meppel, which is a town up north, and they do really big events, and they do it I think almost every year, and they invite people that are coming to play in their theater in the same city. So they give a little, like, how do you say that? Tryout of artists that are coming to play, and then they let you play with this orchestra, which is one of the best of Holland, and a great conductor who also wrote the parts. So that was really nice, and I'm just really it was scary. I remember finishing, the last chord, and I'm like, we did it. Yes.
But the sigh of relief happened, and you went, right, done. Amazing performance of this song, and it's great. A lot of us singer-songwriters also love to interpret other people's songs. I know I do, and I suppose you do as well, because there's so many great songs out there waiting to be sung and interpreted, which is an art in itself.
If it resonates, then
then do it.
Why not?
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I want to wish you a very happy new year, Stephanie, and the very best of luck with the new release. All the goodness that's going to come your way. Looking forward to the shows with Eva. I'll catch them somehow, even if I have to come up and join a rehearsal for the fun. I'll do that. I'll hop in the booth. We'll try, and she can. We'll have to stow each other away. I'll be a stowaway to get across the border. Try to evade the cops and the Corona police and come over cross border. All that for music. But it'd be also fun to be in the same room with you two and watching you work and hearing that great music. That would be so cool to do. So I'll have a word with Mr. Rovere and see what we can do about that. I will do that.
We'll work it out.
Yeah, we will. Thank you again so much for being here, Stephanie. It was lovely to talk to you. Lovely to hear your songs and your stories. And I want to wish you the very best of luck with everything. My pleasure. I will see you up or down the road, as they say, somewhere over the rainbow. Keep up the good work, and thanks again.
You too.
Bye, Stephanie. See you. So there you go, folks. The brilliant and lovely Stephanie Struijk there from the Netherlands, and her lovely music. And thank you very much for tuning in tonight. being with us for the hour. Always lovely to hear from you and to see those lovely comments coming in. Please consider subscribing to the channel, folks, if you haven't done so already, or if you'd like to share these videos or any of the videos from the channel. This live stream is a small but a lovely part of what we do here on the RWR Room YouTube channel. Songs from the RWR Room, it's called. Please subscribe. Please share the videos. I'm going to leave you with this gorgeous, gorgeous song and performance from Stephanie. She's here with an orchestra and a beautiful song. Als de liefde maar blijft winnen, as long as love wins or continues, we'll all be okay. Keep the love flowing, keep the music playing, and look after yourselves. Thank you very much again, Stephanie.
Zolang de oostenwind blijft waaien, zullen bladeren blijven vallen. Zolang de boer zal blijven zaaien, zal de molen blijven draaien. Zolang de zon zal blijven schijnen, komen bloemen uit de knop. En als de kippen blijven leggen, komen kuikens uit het dorp. Zolang het vuur zal blijven branden, schieten vonken naar de sterren. Zolang de zee rolt op de stranden en er werk komt uit de handen. Zolang de kinderen blijven zingen en alles gaat zoals het moet. En als de liefde maar blijft winnen, komt het allemaal wel goed. Zolang de lente maar blijft komen, en dan de zomer, en dan de herfst. En als de winter maar blijft dromen van nieuwe bladeren aan de bomen. Zolang de maan gewoon blijft zorgen voor het zilveren licht en eb en vloed. En als de liefde maar blijft winnen, komt het allemaal wel goed.
Heel erg bedankt. Dankjewel. Heel veel plezier nog vanavond.